I got a hot take. Y'all not gonna like this. I'm sorry, bro. I like Digimon more than Pokemon, but my brother FDB made a video about childhood shows we all love. And you know I love a lot of animated shows and child shows, so I'm gonna see what he's talking about. And if y'all did with that sub button, that like button, and let's see if these are hits or misses. Let's get to it. Alright, this is DerekFDB. Childhood TV shows. I ain't gonna lie, I'm stopping right now. I hated Rugrats. Rugrats is an L for me. I know a lot of people love it, but Rugrats, I just never. Like, look at this man. Look at him. Look at his glasses. I ain't rock with it. I don't know. Gravity Falls is gas.
Because my Dominican genes commanded me to. But besides that, I was a homebody. I was inside all day on my PS3 or on my Wii or on my TV. Whether it was before I went to school, after school, or just on weekends, I used to love sitting in front of my TV and watching some of my favorite kids shows. So that's what we'll be doing today.
If you know, you know.
Today I'll be going on some of my favorite channels and shows I watched as a kid. Some y'all may know, some y'all may not know, some y'all may love. And in the end, I'll go over the channel that hosted the shows I loved the most as a kid.
Let's get to it.
I'm starting off with debatably the GOAT of kids channels, PBS Kids.
Okay.
Now you see the good
PBS
thing about
Kids
this
is gas.
channel
That's
is
free.
you could be dirt poor.
I would say we ain't had cable for a little bit. PBS Kids came in clutch.
And honestly, PBS is better than me because with the amount of bangers.
We was poor, you know what I'm saying? We ain't have it like that. We ain't had the channels. But PBS Kids, Clifford the Big Red Dog, Arthur, came in clutch.
They produced, and all them poor kids would have been looking at straight static. I would have been charging Clifford the Big Red Dog,
come on now,
Sid the Science Kid, Cyber Chase, Arthur, Wildcrats, Word Girl.
I love Wildcrats, bro.
I didn't watch, but a lot of people liked them. Asked my mom the other day if I liked Clifford. She said I was never into it. I don't know. Sid the Science Kid, he was just hard to look at. They try to give him dreads and stuff, but that ain't help.
He was kind of scary.
Word Girl, what do I look
like?
Cyber
Chase is fired.
Wildcrat.
Hey, DerekFDB, don't play with me, dog. I don't know you like that, but trust me, don't play with me like that. I'm not the one. Cybercrats, I mean, not Cybercrats, Cyber Chase, gas. World Girl, I mean, I wasn't really defending the other one, but Cyber Chase was fire.
I don't know. I just thought he was boring. It looked like a dweeb, which
Arthur did burn me a little bit.
When in middle school, some kid posted a picture of me on his Snapchat story saying I look like him, so sorry, Arthur. These shows just weren't my style. They weren't my jams. It is just too ugly. I was more interested in elegant stuff. Curious George, Magic School Bus, Dragon Tales.
Dragon Tales is fire.
These were the shows I was excited to watch. Magic School Bus was dope. Miss Frizzle was always taking the kids down some random orifice or some random body. It was great. Curious George, he was just a silly monkey. He was just enjoyable to watch.
I think that was overrated.
Dragon Tales, come on, they're dragons. They had a pink one, a blue one, twin dragons. They even had a disabled dragon for some reason. But my favorites on PBS
we gotta represent everybody,
man. Teletubbies, Sesame Street, and Barney. Sadly,
Teletubbies, that you know what? Let me stop pausing. I'm done pausing.
Engine. I know.
Teletubbies was creepy.
Sorry,
that was creepy.
His eyes and their faces used to scare me. Don't know how Teletubbies
and that sun didn't scare you.
It's just the way my brain was wired.
Exactly.
I don't even know what they did on this show, honestly. Frolicked or stared at the baby son. I don't know. But I know I liked it. My favorite Teletubby was Tinky Winky. Then there was Sesame Street, aka the top dog of this channel. And I may have not liked Clifford, but my mom told me I was a fiend on this show. And Clifford she wasn't wrong. I loved everyone on Sesame Street. They had to go Elmo leading the charge. So many memories with him. So many. Easily my favorite one of the show. I literally cried when my mom threw away my Elmo doll. It still hurts. Then they had the giant overweight Duck Bird, Big Bird. I highly doubt he
Big Bird.
Snuffy, y'all remember Snuffy?
Wait, Trash Can Man.
Stage 4 terminally ill Willie Mammoth they had on the show. He was, he was there. And then my two favorites besides Elmo, Grouch and Cookie Monster. How could you not like
Trash
these two?
Can
Oscar
Man
was funny. Cookie Monster. He
put me on the chocolate chip cookies.
He was so crazy and wacky. He was funny. And then the last of my favorites from PBS, Barney. Who can blame me? Everyone liked Barney. He was a dinosaur. He was purple. I understand the Teletubbies, but how are people scared of this guy?
Hip Hop Harry was better.
It's Barney. He's pretty.
I said I was unpositive. I'm taking it back. Hip Hop Harry was better than Barney. Y'all can argue with your mama. Hip Hop Harry was that guy. He was that guy.
He ain't messing up his veneers for you. Like I said, though,
Hip Hop Harry was better than Barney. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
It's not my fave. But
it's
first,
not even close.
I want to go over my least favorite when it came to kiddie shows. Disney Junior. This channel just didn't really have that many hits, and the ones they did have just weren't really my forte. I was not watching Little Einstein. I was not watching Handy Manny, that fake Bob the Builder, and I was not watching Bear in the Big Blue House. There was the occasional "It's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse." That show was pretty lit from time to time.
Come on now.
I do the Goofy dance. There was also Doc McStuffins, which I only watched on plane rides, but she was pretty cool. It was like Grey's Anatomy for kids. Love to see it. Black excellence. But I didn't really watch these shows that often. Probably the one Disney Junior show I do remember watching hella of was the Lilo and Stitch show. Now that
was on Disney Junior?
I know it technically wasn't a Disney Junior original, but it still aired, so it counts. I love this show. If you never watched it, just imagine the Lilo and Stitch movie, but it's a show. And way more Stitch. My favorite episodes were the one where Stitch gets a shorty, pretty much a pink version of himself. Of course, the crossover episode with Kim Possible. That was some heat. Who, if we're counting as a Disney Junior show, then this was also a banger. Kim and Shego Maego were obviously my favorites. And relax, it's not because I thought they looked good as a kid. You got me.
I know
the rest
what you
of the
are.
cast was alright. We had Ron,
I know what you are.
Supposed to be like the love interest, but come on now. We all know he was just a gay best friend. We had the fat black dude. He was like the hacker one. He was chill. And then we had my least favorite of the main cast, Rufus. He was just chopped. He was Ron's naked.
He was naked though. I was like, come on now.
Who is owning this? But the show was good. It was fun. It was cool. It was fun to see Kim go on these spy missions.
Yeah.
Ron always messed something up. But that was just Disney Junior. That's not even me bringing up Disney's other kid channel that I want to talk about. Disney XD.
Kim Possible was fire, bro.
Before I talk about Disney XD, I need to talk about its predecessor. And I'm not going to lie. If you were born after 2006, you probably have never heard of this channel. But let me tell you.
2006.
It was amazing.
Lord have mercy.
My late 90s and early 2000 viewers, I know y'all feel the nostalgia. I know y'all feel it. This channel had nothing educational. It was literally just Disney XD before Disney XD. Except the shows were debatably, not even debatably.
Yo, what's that joint
This
called?
channel had shows like
one.
Sonic X, which I already know.
Oh my gosh.
Yin Yang Yo, Totally Spies,
Totally
Power
Spies.
Rangers SPD,
Yo,
Power Rangers Mystic
there was a
Force,
game
Power
on the
Rangers
computer.
Ninja Storm, and the best Power Rangers series, Power Rangers Dino Thunder. Honestly, I loved all of them.
That's not the best. It's not the best one. I'm gonna leave that
I was
alone
always
there.
the Red Ranger, but this one holds a special place in my heart.
I like the White Ranger. Shout out Tommy.
That show where the little ninja dude is running from that girl who can't take no for an answer.
It
was fire. I love that one as a kid too. And not only did it have great shows, but this channel was also low key my introduction to anime. It had another show I loved.
I got a hot take. Y'all not gonna like this. I'm sorry, bro. I like Digimon more than Pokemon, but my brother, my older brother, shout out my brother, bro. He put me on Digimon. I'm sorry, it's better. If you watch Digimon, you know they really be boxing in there. Like Ty, he gets down. You know what I'm saying? He fight. It's not just the monsters fighting. If it came down to it, he would throw your hands. Then Pokemon, they wasn't throwing hands like that. At least not what I seen. So I'm sorry, Digimon is higher. I seen Ash get turned to stone. Digimon, he would never go for that, bro. He was throwing real hands. I'm sorry, bro. I know it's a crazy take. But I think Digimon better than Pokemon. I'm sorry.
Specifically, Digimon Frontiers, which unironically has one of the best openings of all time.
I didn't like this one. I ain't gonna hold you.
Then they had my go-to Mega Man, NT Warrior, and Beyblade, the original one. Oh my goodness, was I obsessed. Especially with Mega Man. Bro, I wanted to be...
Nah, I ain't getting the Mega Man like that.
Of course, you know I can't forget my favorite of the marketable animes, Yu-Gi-Oh! Me and my brother loved this show. We had DVDs.
I never was big on Yu-Gi-Oh! either. I ain't gonna lie.
We had cards. I just said had. I still have cards. Let me show you.
Check them out.
Oh, he got the deck.
Just like Mega Man.
Damn.
Bro, I wanted to be Yuki. I said the story in one of my old vids how I wanted to dye my hair purple, gold, and black to match him. It was that serious. I was willing to become emo for Yugi. That's just how much I love this show and all its characters. I even loved Kaiba, and his whole purpose was to hate on Yugi and Joey.
Mokuba, make sure Wheeler's late.
Jetix was just amazing, man. It was amazing.
Shout out
now
Digimon,
I gotta talk about Disney XD. Now Disney XD, although not as amazing as Jetix, it was definitely a step up from Disney Junior. Kid Batowski with his BBL, the
I wasn't big on that.
Ninja, Ultimate Spider-Man. This wasn't a bad lineup, but the
Ultimate Spider-Man,
bestest thing to ever air on Disney XD was Gravity Falls.
Wasn't that on regular Disney?
When I was a kid,
Gravity Falls was on regular Disney.
I love watching videos on abduction stories, ghost stories, urban legends. Bro, I knew all the Mandela effects. Febreze was spelled with Gravity 2 E's, not 1. So when Disney drops Gravity Falls, a show all about supernatural stuff, of course I'ma love it. And this may sound crazy to say, but I think this is one of the best cartoon shows of all time. There was some new weird...
It's not the best. It's up there though. It's crazy because when Gravity Falls came out, I used to watch it every now and then, but I never like really followed along. I thought that was kind of weird. But probably like 2 years ago, I sat down and watched the whole series. Because I reacted to the death battle. So it was a death battle. If y'all watch my old channel, y'all know what I'm talking about. Gravity Falls is a 9.5 out of 10 show, bro. Gravity Falls is so good. Oh my god, I watched it the whole way through. I honestly need more Gravity Falls. That's how good it was.
Thing going on every episode. The show was actually pretty funny, and the characters were lovable.
Creepy moments too. I ain't gonna lie.
What I love most about this show though is that back in the day, it had everybody who watched it theorizing about who made the journals.
Yeah.
Most people were wrong though.
I do remember seeing that though.
Saying Seuss wrote the journals. Seuss? He's the stupid one. I thought it was the homeless dude. My favorite episodes were the one where Mabel gets zooted off that fun dip. That was hilarious to watch. And Bill Cipher's introduction episode. Only cause when I first saw him, I was shocked. It's the Illuminati.
Yeah.
I could honestly make a whole video on this show. But now I want to talk about one of my favorite channels, Nick Jr. Nick Jr. was definitely my second.
Well, let's see what show you want
to watch as a kid. This channel had straight 10s. Yo Gabba Gabba,
okay,
10.
Yeah, that's fire.
Lazy Town, 10. Wow Wow Wubsy, 10.
This is
Max
cool,
and Ruby, 10.
Ruby
Wonder
cool.
Pets, 10. Pinky Dinky Doo, 10.
I wasn't watching
Bro,
Pinky
they even
Dinky.
had an Asian Dora. Ever heard of Little Bill? Nah, I'm just joking. It's Ni Hao Kai Lan.
Okay.
I didn't like that show.
I didn't like
All
Dora,
these
bro.
Shows were great. Sporticus
Wonder
had
Pets
me
is
doing
aight.
push-ups. Pinky Dinky Doo had me brainstorming.
What
Max
the heck
had
is
me
Pinky
hating my
Dinky?
sibling. Hotland had me ordering Chinese food in Mandarin. Bro, I even enjoyed the Fresh Beat Band. And oh my goodness, these dudes have me wanting to sip smoothies and hit the stanky leg. But although these shows are great, they ain't even scratching my top 4 on this channel. My top 4 were The Backyardigans, Blue's Clues, Dora, and one more I'm gonna mention in a second. The Backyardigans, come on now,
fire
definitely
songs.
up there.
Gas
if you ain't
songs.
watched this when you was young,
Every time.
you missed out. The adventures, the characters, the music.
The music.
I know y'all ain't forget the music. Castaways. We are castaways. Look at them. They're hitting that.
They are now though. Hey,
I like everyone else too.
I like the blue one.
I don't know why, but every time I turned on the TV, he was barely in any episode. You think you're too good for me? Blue's Clues.
I like,
man,
bro. I love the
one
blue
of my
one.
go-tos.
I hate Blue's Clues. I ain't gonna lie.
We just got a letter. Oh my goodness.
I didn't like Blue's Clues, bro. I'm sorry.
I for real love this show so much.
I was not big on Blue's Clues, bro. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Going on little adventures, teaching us how to tell time, learn about physics, how to jump through paintings. It
was mad educational.
Great. Makes me want to shed a tear. I just can't believe they replaced him twice and made Blue 3D. Like, what is this? Dora. I know a lot of people hate on her.
I like
this
Dora,
girl
bro.
and her
Diego, I like
were
Diego.
a huge part of
I
my
like
childhood.
Diego.
And not just them, because unlike Kai Lan, Dora's side cast was actually memorable. We had Boots, the albino monkey, Swiper, the shiesty fox, Betty, the blue bull, that ugly yellow bridge troll.
Oh, what is that?
Even her map and her backpack were characters. Who's doing it like her?
I've never seen the troll before.
His backpack can talk and move and stuff. Can he like feel when people are reaching inside of him to pull stuff? I don't even want to think about it. I also love that she was bilingual, teaching us English and Spanish at the same time.
What did you just say,
Shout out to all my No Sabo kids. And what I loved about Dora the most is that she made me feel so involved. Every time attention started swiping pulled up trying to flee something off somebody, Dora would have me saying, "Swiper, no swiping. Swiper, no swiping."
He was always stealing.
And the best part was, even if I was feeling lazy that day or just didn't feel like talking, her and Boots would still get it done. So it wasn't too much pressure on me to do it. The hate this girl gets doesn't make sense to me. I mean, sometimes she does stare a
where's Berleezy at when you need him? Berleezy, handle
she's
this.
just giving the stupid kids extra time.
Handle this, Berleezy.
I loved her so much. I think she even affected my real life, honestly. Because ever since meeting Dora, I've had like this natural affinity or bond with every Mexican I've met. My first grade crush, Mexican. My elementary best friend, Mexican. My high school best friend, Mexican. My DoorDash driver, Mexican. And what did I order? Italian. But I could have gone for some Mexican. If this continued, I might have became Mexican. Y'all would have been getting like 5 videos a day. But my favorite show to watch on Nick Jr. was the Upside Down Show. Shout out to the 3 other people that know this show.
I would say I have no clue what this is.
I don't know what I'm talking about, but hear me out. It was this weird Australian show.
Upside Down Show.
That would play on Nick Jr. at like 11 p.m. Yes, I was staying up for this. Where these 2 dudes, one bald one, would go on these little adventures, whether it be to the park, the movie theater,
what the heck is this?
Places. And the whole time, we the viewer would help them get to where they need to go. But it wasn't on some Dora stuff. Do you know where the bridge is? No. We would use our real life remote to speed them up, slow them down, turn off the lights. It was some really cool interactive stuff. And not only that, but everything in this show was acted out by these 2 dudes. Like everything. Sound effects, objects hitting them. They even had these little action sequences where they would use their fingers to parkour. It was so cool. Like, I love this show. But sadly, Nick Jr. canceled it after only 13 episodes.
I mean, no one heard of it, probably.
I know. I can low-key see why. It was a bit odd and felt like a fever dream sometimes, but man, please, those of you who rock with me, I mean really rock with me, when you're done with this, just watch one episode.
I'm sorry, bro, I can't. Please. No.
And now, for my favorite channel to watch as a kid, Cartoon Network. This channel during the early 2000s and even some of the 2010s
Avatar, by the way, bro. You tripping?
Definition of perfection.
You forgot Avatar.
I would come out of school. This channel was my first option ever.
Yeah, Teen Titans. Oh my
Unless
gosh.
SpongeBob was playing, I was on Cartoon Network enjoying shows like Ed, and Ed, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Dexter's Laboratory, Codename Kids Next Door, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Star Wars, The Clone Wars, Teen Titans.
I did not like Flapjack. I did not like Flapjack. I ain't gonna lie.
It's too many bangers. That's not even me talking about the 2010 shows.
That
Regular
was funny.
Show, Adventure Time, The Amazing World of Gumball, Steven.
Gumball? I'm trying to tell you, Gumball is that show.
Universe. Even their old shows that I'd watch on Boomerang. Yeah, some of y'all remember Boomerang. We're goated. Johnny Bravo,
futuristic
Cow and
joint, what's it
Chicken,
called?
Jetsons, Flintstones, Looney Tunes, Baby Looney Tunes. It's just so much peak. What is this LeBron James longevity? I don't think I could go over how much I love these shows in just one video. Honestly, it might need its own. But I can go over one of my favorite era. Powerpuff Girls, unironically one of the best superhero shows ever. Better than the CW Flash. Don't at me. This show was so good.
I like the Flash. I didn't finish it though.
That's a girl show. You're not supposed to be watching that.
But I would still come home and watch it. That's how you know it wasn't a sexist baby. I loved all three of the girls. From my favorite one had to be Buttercup. Had to. Sorry, Blossom and Bubbles fans, but Buttercup was just the best one. She had that talk.
Yeah, I like that. I like Buttercup too.
Were the one where they sing a song about love. Then Cripple a Clown right after, and the Rowdy Rough Boys.
Yeah,
that one was dope. Then
that's a classic.
I've said this before, but easily best Cartoon Network show of this era, or bare minimum tied for first. Courage the Cowardly Dog was fire. He's getting his own. Love this show so much. I remember I had an Omnitrix toy,
regular show,
the plastic one though. Not the digital.
I had that joint.
Too poor for that one. I played the games on the Cartoon Network website all the time. Bro, I even had Ben 10 Protector Earth on my Wii. You a real one if you played this. Shout out to y'all. Ben was just so cool. I mean, everyone in this show was cool. Gwen was cool. Kevin was cool. Vilgax was cool. Bro, even Freaky Grandpa Max was cool. Dude always had some side chick alien popping out of nowhere.
That's a fact.
What's he doing up there? And then finally, one of my favorites from the 2010s era, Ninjago. A show about Lego ninjas? Come on now. How could I not love it? This show was just nice. The intro.
My favorite was Cole.
Whip around and spin. Had me
my favorite was Cole, bro.
All over my living room.
I had the Legos.
It was amazing. I have fond memories of me and my childhood friends all being one of the ninjas too. I was Kai. My homie was Jay. Another one was Zane. And the last one was Cole.
I'm still black.
And I'ma say it now. Kai should have been the Green Ninja. I'm not even being biased.
It should have been Cole, bro. Cole's my favorite.
But not gonna lie, I gotta be honest with y'all. After season 3, I did not pay attention to the show anymore. I don't remember.
Well, I thought it ended when Lloyd became the Green.
But I just stopped watching. Eventually, though, I did come back to rewatch the entire series. But when I came back, I found out this show, unlike other shows that runs for 5, 6, 7 seasons maybe, this show has 15. They're Lego ninjas. What do they got going on the last one? 6. As much as I love this show as a kid, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not watching that. Same reason I don't watch One Piece. I may be missing out on
You're missing out.
That was pretty much all the shows I wanted to go over today, and there will definitely be a part 2. I have to show Cartoon Network some more love.
Yeah, it got a lot of bangers,
Nick
bro.
And Disney, y'all really thought I wouldn't mention SpongeBob,
Avatar,
The Last
Come on now.
Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, or Winners of Waverly Place? Come on, y'all know me. That's coming in part 2. And moral of the story?
Oh. Get her off my screen, please. Damn, I'm getting old, bro. I'm getting old. These shows considered being old now is crazy, man. I remember watching that when they was coming out. I love Courage the Cowardly Dog. I love Teen Titans. Teen Titans was really out there. Avatar was probably my number 1 out of all the cartoons on there. But Teen Titans, Avatar, regular show, those my top 3. Gravity Falls up there now too that I watch it, because that show has a great story, man. Some of these shows be having great stories for it being a kid show. They was really in there writing. You know what I'm saying? They was writing up in there, bro. A lot of stuff you couldn't even get as a kid. You had to get older to really understand some stuff. And that's how you know they really writing. You know, they saying that pen work. But with that being said, come down some of y'all favorite childhood shows y'all used to watch when y'all was kids. You know what I'm saying? Let's see some of them. And how y'all feel about my take about Digimon being better than Pokemon? I just want to hear what y'all got to say about it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead. Let me know. But your boy, hit that like button, that sub button. Let me tell us on the channel. And we out of here.